Not a single thing in this is sponsored or was sent to me. This is 100% my opinion, but I haven't showed you guys a makeup routine in I don't remember how long. And my makeup routine has been pretty consistent, doesn't change. My products very rarely change. So I thought we'd do one together. First is the Lumi Glotion. I use this as my primer, and I use a Beauty Blender dupe to blend out all my foundation, all my cream products, my whole face routine. As for actual coverage, I actually alternate between a BB cream and an actual foundation. This is the Naked Sundays Beauty Screen Peptide Foundation. I own this in 3 different shades to get me throughout the year, and this is the one I'm going to use today. I also use this Misha BB cream, and I alternate between the two. I use this a lot more in winter because it's a lot more fair, and at the moment I'm using shade 2.5 mixed with a little bit of shade 1 to match my summer colouring. And yes, I apply this product directly to my face. I know that that is like, a lot of people get annoyed about it. They're my products. They're not touching anyone else's face. Next, I go in with concealer, depending on what my face is looking like and if I'm breaking out. But I always use the Maybelline Eraser concealers. I have the one for under eyes, and then I have the one for my skin tone. The under eye one obviously goes under my eyes. I'm a mum of 3 with a toddler. Well, she's almost a preschooler now. But we don't sleep great some days. And then I generally just use this around my nose or on any spots that need it. To keep it seamless, I go back in with that same beauty blender that still has my foundation on it to blend it all out. This is where I go in with my first layer of my Life Proofs Makeup Setting Spray from Mecca Max. I have been loving this for this really dewy lived-in look. I then go in with my contour stick. This is actually the Sephora contour stick in Fair to Light. And this is probably my favourite contour stick I found for my skin tone. And I just go in to where the shadows of my cheeks are and fill them in. And then I use the same beauty blender and I blend it out. I then go in with a little bit of like a bronzer, but it's a bronzer blush. This is the Mecca Max Off Duty Blush Stick in Mallow. And on my fair skin tone, this is more of a bronzer than a blush. I think it's meant to be a bit of like a Toasted Teddy kind of dupe. But I find it's the perfect sort of like shade as a bronzer for me. I really like it. I then also use another Mecca Max blush. This one is in the shade Popsicle, which I love for the summer months. And I go in and I put that as my blush. I just use dots. I always just dot. That is the face done. That's all I do for my face. But let's do some eyes. I have self-proclaimed the oiliest eyelids in the world. I have been using this eye primer. It's from a Korean beauty brand. I don't actually know if it works that well, but I'm using it. I don't even really use that much eyeshadow on my lids. It's usually just to smoke out my eyeliner a little bit. And that's why I've been wearing it a lot recently. I really like that. So, going in, I have been loving this Mecca Max Shimmer Gel Eyeliner Pencil in Bronzite. I actually had this recommended by, I believe it was Elsa, when she did a really bronzy eye. And this has been my go-to ever since. So I kind of lay it on thick. Then I go in with a little fluffy blending brush and I just blend it out. I then go in with a palette. Doesn't matter what the palette is. This is my Mecca Max Flying Colors palette when I like to experiment with color. I love this, but I'm going to go in with a sort of like a warm toned Ready Brown, which is this one here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to brush it over that lash line and smudge it out. I'm then just going to go in with like a fluffy brush and a kind of really light brown nudie color. And just sort of pop it all over the lid. That's it. And then just take this little highlighter stick from a Korean beauty brand and pop it in the inner corner and on the brow bone. Tip of the nose. Tip of the face. Finally, I'm going to go in with lashes and brows. The brows I've been using is the NYX Brow Glue. Nothing special about this. It does the job. I do like it, don't get me wrong. It holds my brows in place. but I don't think it does anything magical for them. I have a fringe, so I tend to keep my brows fairly covered anyway, so this is really just to hold them in place. And finally, like I said, I have the oiliest eyelids in existence, which means that I struggle with mascara so much. This one is from the brand Duty Doll. It is a Korean beauty brand, and this is probably the best mascara I've ever used in terms of longevity. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not moving. It stays on my eyes. It has a really weird looking wand, like it doesn't have bristles, but it holds all day, all night. Doesn't go anywhere, never smudges. I've walked in the rain with this. I have cried in this. I have worked out in this. And it does not go anywhere. And I think it costs about $12, which is incredible. I buy it from Yes Style. I'll leave my discount code in the description down below if you like. I just signed up to their affiliate program. I'm not sent this product for free or anything. I'm not paid to talk about it. I bought it with my own dollars. But I love it. I think it's just such a good mascara. I don't need a whole lot. I just want my mascara to look natural and effortless without making me look like I have no lashes. That being said, if you were looking for like volume, you're not going to get this. And then finally for lip liner, I have been loving my Rimmel London Lasting Finish Exaggerate Experience Lip Liner in Epic Burgundy. This is the best My Lips But Better color. I also love the tip of this, as you can see, is slanted, which makes it so easy to apply. That took about 15 minutes. I was explaining the whole thing, so therefore took longer than it normally does. I can only do this in about 10, but that is the look. I'm going to come nice and close. Up close and personal picture. It is definitely giving like my skin but better, my makeup but better, and that is how I like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along to do my makeup with me today. Let me know if you want more of this type of video, because I do this quite frequently. And now it's time to get dressed. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. However, you guys will see me in the next video. So have a wonderful day. Mwah. Everything I used will be listed down below.